Hi everyone, my name's Annette from Aussie Reborn Supplies, and today I'm here to talk about starter kits. Now, on a daily basis, I have people asking me about starter kits to purchase to make your very own first reborn baby. So I thought I really should do a video so everyone can know what to expect when they're purchasing their first starter kit. So I have two starter kits, one which I call My First Reborn Baby, and the other one which I call my starter kit. So anyway, My First Reborn Baby is all based around a preemie size reborn kit. So this one is a newborn size, but generally in the other starter kit, it's based on just making one only baby. And it's one only reborn. So I'll talk about that a little bit as I'm going through. But this one is your general starter kit. So let's get started, hey? So of course, with every starter kit, you need a kit, a reborn kit. So when you hear the word kit, you probably think that that's going to contain a few things, but it doesn't actually. It's just the head, the arms and legs of the reborn itself. So this one here, we've got the Sadie kit. It's an 18-inch kit. You'll see it's totally blank. It is unpainted, so you will need to paint it. And then you've got the limbs. So we've got the two arms here, unpainted again, as you see, and the legs. Very super cute. Okay, so that's where we start with the kit. When we talk about kits, generally, if you're getting a relatively good value kit, it will be something very similar to this. I know it's really hard to explain the differences, but you'll have a general kit which is just mass produced, and they generally are around, depending on if they're on special or not, probably around $40 to $60 per kit. And then you've got your limited edition kits, or deluxe kits, I also call them. Now those kits can be anywhere between $125 to $200, and what that means is they're a deluxe or limited edition. So instead of being mass produced with lots of kits being sold, there might be as few as only 100 ever sold, and that makes them more special and more sought after. So once the 100 are sold, they're all gone, so they get more expensive. And also a deluxe kit also by a major sculptor. They might have like an open edition where they close it when they're ready, and they're also a well-known artist or sculptor, so they are able to put on that higher price. So generally you'll get a mass-produced kit in your starter kit. Now let that be known, that is not like a Chinese kit. On the market these days, there's a lot of cheap Chinese type of kits being made. Unfortunately, they're fraudulently being made, because they will get this kit, for instance, and then they will mold it and they will make it not using as good a quality vinyl that in the general kits. This one you can particularly see, it's got the name on it. It says Sadie. I think a lot of the Chinese ones just have a few numbers. But in saying that, again, if you get a kit that has a cheap Chinese kit in, it's not all bad for a beginner to do your trials on. Sometimes, yes, the paint doesn't stick as well, but it's a good tester anyway, so don't be so upset if you're getting a Chinese kit. I personally don't do them because I want my customers to have the best quality right from the start. So that's what I've got to say about kits itself. If you have any questions about the kits, just message me below or email me to the little email I've got there, and I'll be able to help you with more about it. So obviously when you have a kit and you've painted it and everything, you'll need a body. So this is a doe suede cloth body. It's got 3/4 limbs, which this particular baby is. 3/4 limbs just means that let's say the limb, the arm, it doesn't go all the way up to a shoulder point. it stops midway up the arm. So that's what we call a 3/4 limb. If it went all the way up, you would see his shoulder, and you might say that that would be a full arm and 3/4 leg. 1/4 limb, which is very, very rare these days. They don't tend to make them because people don't like them. So 1/4 limb would be here. And like I say, that's very uncommon these days to see a 1/4 limb. So that's the body. Once again, it's great quality. Some people make them by hand. This one is mass produced in a factory. I like it that way because I know I'm going to get good quality every time. So that's what I give my customers. And when you get these, or when I particularly get these, they come with strings. So someone could put their limb on here, put their polyfill in there, and then tighten with the string. I send cable ties, and I send the cable ties with the micro ends. You might be able to see, only very tiny, so you don't get that big bulky cable. And all you do is feed them through the little hole there, and then when you put the cable through to hold the limb on, you just trim it off, and it holds a lot better than the string. So that's what I send with that. Also the plugs, the neck ring. So the neck ring goes on like this. I don't want to explain every single inch of everything to everyone here because it'll take too long a video. But this is the sizing anyway, but it goes the other way. So the neck ring just helps the head to rotate a little bit better on the cloth body once it's all done. And then we've got the plugs. Now the plugs go actually into the limbs. So let's say, I'll show you soon, when I've put the weight in and some polyfill, I just seal it with the plug, and that way the weight or glass bead that we put in doesn't fall out. It just protects it, and it's very important. Some people just will use a piece of felt that they glue over there, and that's okay as well. But with my particular starter kits, I think it's important to send quality, like I said, and do it right the first time. They're only like $1.30 each or $1 each, depending on where you get them from. So why not pay the extra to get superb quality? So that's our little kit there, or kit and accessories for there. You'll get paints. Now, there's two different types of paints. There's your air dry paints and there's your heat set. So your supplier should ask you what you prefer. Obviously, if it's air dry, you're painting it on, you're using water as your mixer, and after you paint a layer of paint, we leave it to dry for 20 minutes before we do the next layer. If it's heat set, you're using more, like this one is Art Speculum odorless solvent. You're using that to mix with your paints, and the paints have to be heat set, so they need to be put in a special oven. Can be used in your general home oven, but it's better to get like a portable oven, convection oven. And then they're heat set, put in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes, and let to cool before you put your next layer on. So either or, you're going to have air dry or heat set paints. You'll have things like lip and nail gloss. So that's a final product. So when you're finished with the lips or nails, you just put that little gloss on to make it shine. So that's the paints. You'll get a set of brushes. I normally send 4 brushes. One which is a very tiny script liner, which is perfect for doing eyebrows and nail tips. Then I have this flat type of brush here. Hopefully you can see what I'm showing you, and that is perfect for actually painting on the lips. I have like this large flat brush that's also good for, you'll see the video to see, and also my mop brush. Very important to have a Maxine mop brush when we're doing the little dabs on like this. It can form a different kind of texture. So my ones come with 4 main brushes. You also get your cosmetic wedges. This one's a pack of 12, so you just pull them off and you'll follow the instructions on your video or whatever. Talking about videos, some people will send with their starter pack a DVD on how to make the baby. I personally have a YouTube video that I tell my customers to go to for the heat setting and for the air dry. So I've got one of each. If they request a DVD, I do have DVDs, are not personally mine, but are still really good quality and teach you how to do it. I also offer my services all the time. So if one of my customers is having trouble, all they have to do is message me and I will get back to them and help them any way I can. It's a free service that I provide with my starter packs because I don't want to see the kit go unused. I want to see you get what you wanted out of it. Let me see what else we've got. So mohair, I generally send a ½ ounce of mohair. This is blonde. I've also got brown and black. You'll need a rooting tool. So this is actually the tool to root the hair in, which you might see in some of my other videos. I won't explain it to you. And you would get 10 needles. Once again, you'll have to look at my other videos to show you how to work them. You'll get a dummy, so either a unisex, a female or a male dummy. That's a real dummy, which we cut the end off. And 2 magnets, one which will go inside the head and the other which will go on the back of the dummy. A strip of eyelash. Now this is 20 centimeter eyelash, so you just cut it to the length of the eye you like. Some people might also root the eyelashes, so you can do either or. If the kit is an open-eyed kit, then it will have eyes in the kit as well. You'll get some E6000 glue, which is to glue your eyelashes on or even glue your magnet onto your dummy. You'll get a hospital ID tag in pink, blue or clear. You'll get a powder wafer. Now that's a scented wafer that you put inside the body when you're putting it all together, and it gives the Reborn kit that baby powder smell. You'll get some kind of palette for mixing your paints on. You'll get a nylon or stocking. Now that's to put your weights in when you're putting it inside the body and the head of the baby. You'll get polyfill, enough to go inside your baby. And you'll also get weights. Now I'll just move these out of the way so I can show you a bit about the weights. These are my weights here. So generally in a starter pack you're going to get something called tumbled glass. Now I've got 2 forms of tumbled glass here. Whoops. I've got fine, which it'll be hard for you to see, but generally fine is used for limbs. Sometimes you can, depending on the refinery process, on the supplier of the product, sometimes it can be a bit dusty. That's why I only suggest you to put them into the limbs for the fine. Now depending on the size of the kit, I normally send anywhere between 1 to 1.5 kilo of the fine, and then I'll also send the same amount in the coarse tumbled glass. Now this, you might be able to see, is a little bit more like raw sugar. It's more grainy and it's good for the body and the head of the baby. There'll be a plug here so that everything will be plugged inside too, just to let you know. So yeah, I send the 2 out. I also have other ones that I'll tell you about now. I may as well. Some people might want to upgrade. So I have the premium fine. Now this is super fine. It's like white sand, but it's totally refined glass bead. I use that for the limbs. It is never dusty, that particular one. When I'm making my babies, that's what I use for the limbs. And then I've got the premium coarse. Now this is like, you won't be able to really see it there. I'm making a spill. That's like white sugar. Okay, and that is the premium course, what I use when I'm making my reborn babies. So let me see if I missed anything then. Sometimes if people want, if they want to pay a little extra, I'll put a simple baby outfit in and a nappy. And I think that's about it. If I was to be doing, if they were to get the My First Reborn pack, when they get paints, I only send a size enough to make the one preemie baby. So it's just that. It's just to make one preemie baby. I'd send enough weight for one. I'd send enough paint for one. I'd send enough cosmetic wedges for one. Polyfill just for that one preemie baby. When and that My First Preemie kit is normally around $200. When the starter kit is normally around $300, depending if you need eyes and what kind of quality you want on everything. And with that one, you'll get, you know, you might have a little bit of weight left over. You'll have paints, obviously, that you can use for next time. Hair that you can use for next time. So it's just a little bit better, and you're getting the newborn size kit. So that's about all you really need to know. Like I said in all my videos, please, if you have any questions about all of this stuff, put some questions below. I will definitely answer you back, and I hope that that has helped you know what you should get out of a starter kit. I think that's all. I don't want to forget anything. That's why I'm sort of stopping for this moment. But I just wanted you to know they are expensive, but you're paying for paints that are going to last you for quite a few babies, and it's worth it. It's worth it once you get started. And also with my pack, like I said, I'm always here to help you. I don't want you to go ahead and not know what to do, spend so much money and just be wasted. I'm here to help you. I'll guide you if there's a mistake or something you need help with. I'm here. So like I said, I'm always here for you. Messages below. Please subscribe to see more Q&As, which will be coming up over the next few weeks, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks. I hope this was helpful. Bye guys.